Hi friends, my name is Abhishek and you are watching Maths Magic channel on YouTube. Today we are going to solve exercise number 1.4. Question 1. Without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. In theorem number 1.5 and 1.6, we have discussed that whenever the denominator in the rational number is of the form 2 raised to n or 5 raised to m, we will have a terminating decimal expansion. Here 3125 is there in the denominator and the unit digit is 5, so that the factors of 5 will be possible. So 3125 is 625 into 5. For just understanding of the students, I have done this simple division for understanding for the student, for explaining to the student. So 625 into 5, that is 3125. 125 into 5, that is 625. 25 into 5, that is 125. 5 into 5, that is 25. So 5 times 5 is multiplied and we are getting 3125. So we are getting 5 raised to 5, or exponent of 5 is 5. So the form of 5 raised to m is 5 raised to 5. Here m is 5. So whenever we are having in the denominator the form of 2 raised to n or 5 raised to m, or both are present, we will get a terminating decimal expansion. We go forward and solve further and we will get the decimal expansion. Here 5 raised to m is 5 raised to 5, so m is 5. If we multiply 2 raised to n in the numerator and denominator, we will get the decimal expansion, terminating decimal expansion. For that, here m is 5, so we will take n also as 5. 2 raised to n is equal to 2 raised to 5 we get in numerator and denominator. So multiplying with the 2 raised to n or 2 raised to 5 in numerator and denominator, we are getting 13 upon 5 raised to 5 into 2 upon 5 upon 2 upon 5. 2 raised to 5 upon 2 raised to 5. So 13 upon 10 raised to 5. 2 raised to 5 into 5 raised to 5. The answer is 10 raised to 5. And here 2 is multiplied 5 times, so we are getting 32. 32 into 13, the answer is 416. 416 upon 5 zeros after 1, so we will get 0.00416. So we are getting terminating decimal expansion if we solve the question up to the end. Question number 2. 17 upon 8. 8 is the exponent of 2 raised to 3 or 2 exponent 3. So 17 upon 2 exponent 3. Here 2 raised to n is 2 raised to 3. Here n is equal to 3. Taking 5 raised to m is equal to 5 raised to 3, we get in numerator and denominator. We have to multiply numerator and denominator with 5 raised to 3. So we will get 10 raised to 3 in the denominator, and in the numerator 5 into 5, 25. 25 into 5, 125. 125 into 17, we are getting as 2125. 2125 upon 10 cube, that is 2.125. This is the answer. So this is terminating decimal expansion. Question number 3. 64 upon 455. Here in the denominator unit digit is 5, so we can get the solution, or we can have the factor as 5. So 5 into 91. 91 is coming in the table of 7. 13 sevens are 91. By the theorem 1.5 and 1.6, we know that whenever in the denominator, if there is a possibility of any prime number other than 2 and 5, the answer will be non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. So here answer is not possible, or the decimal expansion is not terminating, it is non-terminating and repeating, it will not terminate. This is the answer. Question number 4. 15 upon 1600. Here unit digit is 0, so it is possible to divide it with the, or to get the factor in the multiple of 2 and 5 both. So here 2 into 2 into 400. 2 into 800, 800 means 2 into 400. Now 400 means 4 into 100. So here we are getting 2 into 4 times, therefore 2 exponent 4 into 2 exponent 2 and 5 exponent 2, because 100 means 10 square. 10 square means 2 square and 5 square is equal to 15 upon 2 raised to 6 5 square. Here the value of n is 6 and the value of m is 2. To obtain the perfect decimal expansion, we have to increase the value of m up to 6. So we have to multiply the numerator and denominator with the help of 5 raised to 4. Here 2 raised to n is equal to 2 raised to 6. Here n is equal to 6 and 5 raised to m is equal to 5 raised to 2. So m is equal to 2. Equaling n and m is equal to 6. We get in numerator and denominator as 15 upon 2 raised to 6 into 5 square into 5 raised to 4 upon 5 raised to 4. So we are getting in the denominator as 10 raised to 6. In the numerator we are getting 9375. 625 into 15. 625 into 15 we are getting 9375. 9375 upon 10 raised to 6. So after 1 6 zeros will be there 9375. So when we put it in the decimal expansion we are getting 0.009375. So here it is terminating decimal expansion. Question number 5. 29 upon 343. 343 is the cube of 7. Therefore 7 into 7 into 7 that is 343. By the theorem 1.5 and 1.6 we know that whenever any denominator is having the prime factor other than the 2 and 5, the answer will be non-terminating and repeating. So here denominator is not of the form 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, so it is non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. Question number 6. 23 upon 2 cube and 5 square into 5 square. Here denominator is 2 raised to m, n is 2 cube and 5 raised to m is 5 square. Equaling n and m we get equaling n and m. Here n is 3, m is 2. So we have to make both 3. So here 5 is less by 1 time. So we have to multiply numerator and denominator by 5 1 time. So we are getting 23 5s are 115 and in the denominator we are getting 2 cube and 5 cube. So the answer is 115 upon 10 cube, 115 upon 1000, 3 zeros. So 0.115 after point 3 digits will come. Thus it is terminating decimal expansion. Question number 7. 129 upon 2 raised to 2, 5 raised to 7, 7 raised to 5. Here 2 raised to n is 2 raised to 2, n is 2 and 5 raised to m is 5 raised to 7. Equaling n and m we are getting 2 raised to 5 upon 2 raised to 5 in the numerator and denominator to make the 2 raised to n equal. So 2 raised to 7 and 5 raised to 7 and we have to multiply 32 in the numerator. So we are getting answer as 4128 in the numerator. In the denominator we are getting 10 raised to 7 upon 7 raised to 5. 4128 upon 7 zeros after 1. Putting it in the decimal expansion we are getting 0.0004128. But in the denominator still 7 raised to 5 is there or 7 exponent 5 is there. According to theorem 1.5 and 1.6, if in the denominator 2 and 5 is not present and the other prime number is present, then the answer is non-terminating and repeating. So here non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion is the answer. Question number 8. 6 upon 15. 2 3s are 6 and 5 3s are 15. 3 3 are cancelled, so 2 upon 5. To make the decimal expansion or without division, to make the decimal expansion appear in the form of or in the power of 10, we have to multiply denominator with the help of 2. Here 5 raised to m is 5 raised to 1. Here m is 1 but 2 raised to n. Here 2 is not present, therefore 2 raised to n or n is 0. Equaling we have to multiply with numerator, multiply with 2 in the numerator and denominator. So we are getting 4 upon 10 that is 0.4. So it is terminating decimal expansion. Moving on to the question number 9. Question number 9 is 35 upon 50. 5 7s are 35 and 5 10s are 50. 5 5 are cancelled and 7 upon 10. 7 upon 10 is 0.7. Thus it is terminating decimal expansion without much further calculation. And the last question in the question number 1, that is 77 upon 210. Numerator and denominator both are cancelled by 7. Both are multiple of 7. So 7 into 11, that is 11 7s are 77 and 37 is 210. 7 7 are cancelled, so we are getting 11 upon 30. 30 means 2 5 are 10, 10 5 3 is 30. So 11 upon 2 into 5 into 3. So here denominator is having extra multiple term. What the statement is telling, that other than 2 and 5, 3 is also present. So the answer is non-terminating and repeating. Moving on to the question number 2. Question number 2, they are telling you to solve the terminating decimal expansion which is given in the question number 1. We have solved all the question which is already present in the question number 1, that is terminating decimal expansion. Question number 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 9 are terminating decimal expansion. We will read the question so you can get the better idea. Write down the decimal expansion of those rational numbers in question 1 above which have terminating decimal expansion. We have solved all the questions, though it is not asked in question 1. So in the question 2 we are getting facility that we have already solved question number 1. Question number 3. The following real numbers have decimal expansions as given below. In each case, decide whether they are rational or not. If they are rational and of the form p by q, what can you say about the prime factors of q? Here some decimal expansion is given. 3 questions are given on the basis of decimal expansion. You have to say the form of q and what can you say about the prime factors of q, and you have to say what will be the factors of q. Here it is 43.123456789. Here it is terminating. After this the digits are ending or terminating. Therefore you can say on the basis of this decimal expansion that this is terminating decimal expansion. So this is rational number, and the q, p by q, in the p by q form or rational number, the factors are 2 and 5 according to theorem 1.5 and theorem 1.6. Here 0.120120012301240 and dot means still it is continuing. So this number is not ending and it is also not repeating. So this number is non-terminating, non-repeating. So it is irrational number. And last question in the question 3, that is 43.123456789 and bar. So here bar is there means all the numbers from 1 to 9 digit will repeat after 9. So this is non-terminating and repeating number. So this is rational number, but the nature of q is that 2 and 5 will appear because here it is non-terminating and repeating. If it is non-terminating and non-repeating, then it will be irrational number, but this is rational number, and in the form of q, or the q will have at least one other than 2 and 5, means 2 and 5 will be factors, but some other factors will also be there like 7 or 3 in the denominator. Thank you friends and have a nice day.